Hey everyone, what is up? This is Laura at the Adventure
And
Book Club.
Maria.
And Maria, she's behind the camera today. Grady's by the door whining. Just wanted to update you guys. Obviously, we haven't posted in a while, and you know there's a lot to go along with that. We've just been kind of living.
Nothing really serious.
Nothing
we just
serious.
had a vacation. We didn't. That made it sound dark.
I know, it's not dark. It's not that dark. We're living in the moment. We had a vacation. We had a friend visit from Maine, so we went on some different adventures that I didn't record. I can piece in maybe just a couple clips here for some of the things we did. We went to the Desert Museum in Arizona. Obviously, we're in Arizona.
Stupid.
We saw some cool stuff there. We've been there before, so we usually like to take our friends or family, whoever happens to visit, to that location specifically because we love it. We did have our first experience there. There was a massive snake that was probably as big as our friend, fully stretched out, that was just randomly in the wild crawling across the sidewalk. That was pretty cool, but we were so in the moment and in shock that we did not get any footage of it. So we definitely need to be better about that. As far as betting goes, I've been doing a little bit on the NBA Finals, nothing, you know, profitable. Where I have been profitable is I have been obsessing over reselling. It's actually something that I genuinely really like doing. I like the organization of it. I like the listing of it. I like the thrill of shopping for the items. We are now 5 items deep in sales. So in about a week's time, we made $197 in sales, which is pretty solid. I gotta go on a dubs with my dog. So let me just check back with you guys in one more minute and we'll go over some more stuff. All right, I'm back from taking Grady for a walk. All right, so we have sold, or I have sold, 5 different items so far. I'll show you those items and what they are. Let me lean over here. That's gonna be this set of shorts from Under Armour, this biking shirt, this Nike full zip hoodie, these Therian Wobaden shoes, and this whole biking suit, very popular. It seems like clothing. Obviously, I sold the 1 pair of shoes, and the biking gear seems to be doing okay, so I've been getting some more. Yesterday, we went and checked out a new store, a new thrift store that there's a group online that I follow where you can ask questions about the area for Oro Valley. So I went on and asked about different thrift stores and bin sales because I want to try a bin sale soon. And this one specific one was a store that everyone seemed to really like, said that the prices are where they should be. So we went yesterday. It's called Deseret Industries, and I'd say I wanted more variety within the store. There was a lot of clothes. It was predominantly clothes, and then the back section was a tiny little electronic section, a huge movie section, and then yeah, it really wasn't what I was expecting. Price wise, I'd say is a pretty even $6 for a majority of the clothing. When you get into like jeans and stuff, we're looking at like $10, when I can get them much cheaper at like a Goodwill for the same quality. I've been looking to try to supply my store with some Levi's, like Levi's 529, like things like that that are really popular on eBay. Things that I can consistently sell on a you know, a set flow essentially. But over at that Deseret store, their Levi's were over $10, so I wasn't looking to spend that because the profit margin isn't very great when it comes to spending that much money. So anyways, we checked that store out, got some food, whatever have you. We've been on vacation. We go back to work today. So I just want to apologize again for all the shorts. You know, not having any videos out, not all the short, but not having any videos out for you guys. We just had the one on, I think, day 13. It must have been our last one. And we kind of stalled. So we're not going to break it up into days now. We're probably going to push out maybe 2 videos a week at this point. I'm pretty heavy into the reselling, so I'm going to try to grow that. I actually like it so much that I think I can make it super profitable, and it can benefit us for our adventures, but also, like, man, if it could take over my 9 to 5, I don't work 9 to 5, but if it could take over my day job, a pretty good perk. So stay tuned for a lot of that. Again, Maria's just making a voice cameo, no picture of her face today. But I will include some clips at the end here of some of our adventures that we went on over our weekend. It's not a lot. I really didn't get on my phone a lot for that trip. I wasn't taking any videos. I wasn't really taking many pictures. I feel like Maria and her friend were, but I was mostly just focused on living in the moment.
And breathing.
And breathing. Just relaxing. But yeah, so again, I'll include those here. And stay tuned for our next video where I am going to go over some more listings and different things like that. And yeah, I'll show you some more of the process of reselling, and hopefully we get some more profit coming in. So stay tuned for that. Peace.